fires go.
Well, just take me in to have the defense play complementary football like that today. What did that mean for you guys? And what's it meant the last couple of weeks for you guys?
Yeah, special. Helping those guys with 6 points. That's certainly helps us win games. I think we're very comfortable scoring at least 7. So for them to score 6 and for them to hold them really to have no touchdowns, like that's special. Like that's winning football. In this league, you got to have it. All 3 phases got to play well, and they did today. They picked us up in a lot of scenarios, and grateful, very very grateful for those guys, their effort, their preparation. They balled out today from up front to the secondary. They did their job, and super super special. So proud of them and happy for them. Man, we needed them.
Seem to be finding a connection with Hudson late in the season.
Yeah.
Comment on that a little bit.
In the middle of the year, I was, the reporters the TV people would ask me, like, who's the guy you need to watch out for? It was always Hudson. It's special talent, special ability, and he's a great player, and he's out there, and the ball just hadn't found him, early in the season, and he's done well to do his job and get open, and now found him, throughout our scheme. Coach Loney's done a great job for us, and get him in good positions, and I just got to find him. He's usually open, and just doing a great job all around. He's a great player, special player, a lot of football ahead of him.
Are you surprised defenses don't seem to be accounting for you yet in the run game, and what's that mean for you guys to get you going?
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't really use it a whole lot in the beginning of the year, so not surprised, I guess, because they hadn't seen it a whole lot on film, so they're not really preparing for it. But certainly have used it, obviously the last few weeks to our advantage to help create an extra rusher in there, man. It's so hard to defend quarterback run. I've been a part of college football for a long time, and the great offenses at this point in time in modern football, the quarterback is just a super dynamic player. And so for me to be able to supplement our run game like that is hard to defend. It's a lot of positive runs when I was being used. Credit the scheme, Coach Loney doing a great job and their staff to put me in good positions and hard to defend. Account for me or running back or Hank on a fly sweep. Just a lot of things to see for a defense. And so, just doing my job. Coach Loney's done a great job, put me in good positions to do that. I have the capability to do it, and so here we are.
Whose idea was it? Like, were you telling coaches like, "Hey, I can run. I'm a pretty good running quarterback," or was it like Coach Loney like, "Hey, let's try this out"?
No, team effort for sure. There's weeks and there's days where I'm like, yeah, I think I could really supplement this game with my legs, and he feels the same way some weeks. Out there, obviously trying to protect me. Those are big shots that sometimes I take on those runs, and that's quite honestly that's probably been the reason I haven't really been in that action a whole lot early in the season, just protecting my body a little bit. That's understandable, but and I'm a competitor. That's a tool that I have in my game. God's given me with great ability to run, and so just trying to win, man. Do whatever it takes to win, and that's what we're doing here late in the season because it's hard to win in this league in November. And so to be able to be hard to defend, I'm certainly going to the coaches like all ideas possible to be able to create positive plays.
How would you rate your improvisational skills when the play breaks down, but you still manage to make something of it?
Yeah, there was times where I didn't really need to do that today, to be quite honest. I didn't play my best, but luckily with my ability that God's given me, when things break down or I don't see things quite the way I should, I'm able to move around, escape, and keep my eyes downfield. A lot of experience comes into play when that happens. I'm able to fill rushers and space and just using great agility and body control to be able to find an open man down there. There were certainly some plays that got away from us from all throughout the game. But for me to be able to be creative is a big deal. The best quarterbacks in the league are those guys. Mahomes, Lamar, Allen, Burrow's got that to his game, and you can go on. So. To be creative is a big underrated tool for a quarterback, I think. So.
What's that meant for you guys to establish the run game like you had, 600 yards, 5 yards a clip the last 3 games? What's that do for you guys?
Incredible, yeah. It helps everything. It helps certainly me and kind of what I like to do is throw the ball a little bit and get the defense in some different coverages to stop the run, which helps open up the pass. It's just basic football, and so to be able to see our offensive line communicate and execute at a high level and our backs run at a high level, certainly there were some times where that didn't happen, but there was a lot of times where it did, and so it helps us tremendously, especially in that second half. It really felt like we were leaning on them and a lot of mentality. We felt like we were the tougher team out there, and we took that to them every single snap. That's a big deal, They're a talented group, we're a talented group, and And a lot of times it's who wants it more, and that's kind of what we brought to the table today, I think.
Coach Bielema talked about how November can be defining for a team, but also maybe for guys like in their last games of college football. How do you see this last stretch for yourself?
Just grateful and very thankful for my time here. I mean, I'm trying to play well, trying to do my job. You know, the bottom line is I went out there, played 4 quarters of football, and I needed to play well for us to go win, and that's the bottom line. I compete, man. I compete at a high level. I throw my body around. I love the pain of the game, and I just try to do my best. But you know, me thinking ahead to what's next and the future and down the line after the season will only hinder me from playing my best football in a 4-quarter game, especially in this late in the season. You know, it's tough to win, especially when you're about to go on the road to Wisconsin and going to play a rivalry game here at home to finish it out. But yeah, I'm aware of it. It's coming to an end, and I'm being intentional about you know, my relationships and every single snap I get on that field and looking around sometimes and appreciating the fans, appreciating my teammates, and throwing my body around. That's what I'll miss most. Yeah.
Seems like that fourth down in the first half. The fourth down in the first half seemed like you're lobbying the coaching staff a little bit to go for it. What gives you the confidence in those situations to keep the offense on the field?
Just preparation, older group, a lot of ability on our side. I believe in what we do. You know, in our plan, we practice 3rd and shorts and 4th and shorts really, really hard, and we have a great plan for those moments. So, and I believe that we can go get it. That's the bottom line. I don't want to see our field goal team run out there and kick field goal. I believe in them, obviously, but I believe we can go make a play. I have a lot of conviction in the call, in the players, and the preparation. That's the bottom line. So, yeah, I'm trying to stay on the field, play football. I know we can move the chains. Maryland did a great job of mixing things up, but I have a lot of confidence for us to be able to see looks and attack looks, and that's what we did on that specific play. Yeah.
Luke, Barry might be getting some buzz for head coaching jobs. You were with Levy before your previous stop. Just what do you see out of Barry that would make him a good head coach?
Just a great leader, a great communicator. He's been here for I think 4 years now, and super consistent, and he's able to lead, obviously in offense, but you know, we've seen him speak in front of our team and has a lot of command about him. He's very convicted about what he wants, what he does, and he's got a lot of respect from us players, offense and defense, and everybody in the building. So he's an older guy. He's been around the block. He had experience, I guess, at Arkansas being an interim for a moment. Like he's ready for that role. That's his decision if he wants to take it, obviously. But he's a special coordinator. A lot of our success came from just him scheming things up and getting guys open. So he's ready for whatever's ahead of him. He's been through a lot, ups and downs, and as we all have. But he's a man of great faith, great belief, and whatever's thrown at him, he's ready for it. But yeah, he's a great football coach, great ball coach, man. And a lot of successes in his future, whether he wants to be a coordinator or be a head coach. Like he's got it going on. So very grateful to play for him for 3 years, and a lot in front of him for sure. Absolutely.
Thank you guys. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.